he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Chargers nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
Throwing on second and long. Herbert. He's got Allen. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Dances by him. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 10-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. It's Eckler again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert.
This one swung out to Williams.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Herbert now. And he's got it. And he will dive trying to get the first down, but it looks like he's going to be marked down just short. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Austin Eckler
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
2nd and 3. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Flush to his right. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Caught by Allen. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, Herbert. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 5. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on fourth down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on fourth down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams,
49 yards.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On second down, here's Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Herbert. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 2nd and inches, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Javonte Williams in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point attempt to come here. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Four seconds, all that remain here this 1st half as the kick gets away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining 1st half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Out left and complete to Thornton.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Looking to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here we go with Williams. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play action. It's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes the catch. Touchdown, Chargers.
Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 60.
And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because
he's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. At that time, a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 4. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From down near his goal line here, Herbert. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. They find some open field here. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so... done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Here we go on 4th. Herbert into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So another interception for him on the year. He is making quite a splash in his rookie campaign.
And most linebackers feel they're lucky if they get 1 or 2 of these a year, because once you start getting to 3, 4, and 5, that's when you know you've got a special player and someone the quarterbacks have to account for.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On second down, here's Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Barkley.
Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. Cunningham to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, fourth down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. On the move to his left. And he'll find Everett there, complete. Bring it! And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, 87 yards.
And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Cunningham.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Running the jet sweep, Thornton.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. It's Barkley on the counter, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better,